Hi, this is your host Syed Irfan Ajmal, and in this episode of the SIA Business Show, um, I want to speak about two primary link earning techniques that we offer to our clients. So we have a lot of current and prospective clients asking. About HARO outreach versus conventional outreach. So I am going to share what the difference is, and which one may be better for you, and so on. Okay, so HARO Outreach, basically HARO or helpareporter.com is a platform or I guess you can call it a marketplace even, where journalists may publish their queries, like they may be working on a particular story and they may need expert insights, or they may need to hear about people who may not be experts but who may have some relevant experiences about the story that they are working on, right? So they will mention, hey, this is Jane Doe from Forbes, and I'm writing a story about how COVID-19 has impacted your business. Or, hi, this is John Doe, and I'm representing, let's say, Psych Central, and I want to know how COVID-19 may have impacted your mental health, and how it may have impacted the mental health of your team members and employees, and so on, right? And then when you see that query, what you do, or what your marketing agency may do, is that they will answer that query on behalf of you, right? And then if the journalist likes your page, then they may quote you in their story, in their article. And a lot of the times you may get a backlink from that mention. Sometimes they might not even link to your website, or sometimes they may grant you a no follow backlink. So no follow backlink is basically that target site telling Google that, okay, I have linked to this website, but don't take this backlink into consideration. Basically just ignore it, or in more technical words, don't pass on as any SEO juice or SEO value to this this website. Okay, so that's basically HARO. All right. Now, what is conventional outreach? So conventional outreach is basically something we at our agency DMR, we have basically we use the term conventional outreach to talk about basically any other white hat strategy other than HARO outreach. Okay, so please note that we are a white hat outreach agency. We are not interested in PBNs and all that. We have never worked on that, and that's not what we do. So obviously PBNs etc are out of the question anyway. But any white hat strategy other than HARO outreach, we call it conventional outreach. Okay, so this may include the skyscraper technique, which was popularized by Brian Dean, where to put it in simple words, you come up with a high quality content piece, and the content piece that you come up with, it may be a guide, and info, and or an infographic, uh, and it would be on a topic which other sites have written about, and which have maybe received a lot of backlinks or even shares. But what you do with your content piece is that you write a better guide, or a better infographic, or a better research study, or a better survey report or something, right? So you come up with something better on the same topic, and then you will start contacting those websites. You will start contacting those websites, and the ones that have backlink to those other studies that you are inspired from, and then you will persuade them by mentioning how your content piece is much better, more updated, more insightful, and so on, and that this is why they should maybe link out to you guys, right? So I might do a proper video on skyscraper technique, but this is the basic idea behind it. Guest posting, I hope that you know what that is. You're basically outreaching to other websites which may need content which may accept guest authors on their site, and then you write for them. Then there is link insertion, where you find some method to insert your backlink in an existing article of another website. Okay. And actually I should do videos about all of these. Then there is guestographic outreach, which I guess is kind of what you know can be said to be part of skyscraper technique as well. Again, it depends on how you do it, and what strategy you use, and so on. Okay, so that's the two basic differences. Now, the way I look at it, with HARO, your opportunities are fewer. Okay, there may be a very small number of opportunities coming up in the HARO newsletter that you will get like 3 times a day. But the good thing is that there are a lot of other benefits. Okay, which I will explain in a few moments. With conventional outreach, basically you don't have to wait for the HARO newsletter, and you don't have to find out if there is a relevant query that you can answer. Okay, you basically sky is the limit in the sense that you can find websites on your own via Google, or Scrapebox or Ahrefs or something like that. And then you run an outreach campaign, either manually or via some kind of an automation software, like Mailshake or Pitchbox or Ninja Outreach, etc. Actually, I'm not sure if Ninja Outreach is still there or not, but it's surely one of the options there. Now, anchor text, I mean, you really cannot select an anchor text in case of HARO. And in fact, in, I would say, 99% of the cases, they would just link out to your company name. So you will get a lot of branded anchor texts, which is actually something that many of our clients desire and appreciate, to have those branded anchor text based backlinks from high DR websites. Okay. And another thing is that other than the fact that I mean, you cannot select anchor text, and you will be getting mostly branded anchor text, which is actually much better for you, to be honest, because that's what you want to focus on most of the time, I guess, like maybe 70% of the time. Okay, so if you have 100 backlinks, you ideally want 70% of them to be branded backlinks. So if I am earning backlinks for DMR, I may want to make sure that most of the backlinks are using the anchor text DMR, or DMR.agency, or digital marketing ROI. Okay. By the way, we have gone through some rebranding, obviously. So if you look up our agency's website on Ahrefs, you will see that we don't have a lot of backlinks and all that, because we are on a new domain. Okay, now, and with, but the good thing about HARO Outreach, I would say, which I think I have not mentioned here, which I should add here, is that in most of the cases, you'll be getting backlinks from medium to high domain rating websites. Okay, so you'll be getting backlinks from the likes of DR50, DR40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Those are the kind of backlinks that you can expect if you are doing everything right, and if you are doing everything on time. Okay. So that's something that is really good. And in fact, I will be sharing some examples of the backlinks that we have earned, which had high DR. In fact, let me just go ahead and show you at least some of these high domain authority backlinks. So you can see this is one of our clients, Rightster. You can also check out their case study here on our website. But let me show you the kind of backlinks that we have earned. So we have earned a do follow contextual backlink. I'm not talking about blog comments based backlinks or image links or something. I'm talking about the best of the best backlinks here. So I'm talking about do follow backlinks, and you can see that the DR here is 89, right? Pollution.com. Then there is a backlink from clutch.co, which has a DR of 86. Then there is a backlink from Omnisend, which has a DR of 82. Then there is another client, and we have published their case study as well on our website. You can see their testimonial, you can see Rightster testimonial, and you can see that we have earned a do follow backlink for them from apartmenttherapy.com. I mean, if you are a company like Centric, which is in the home management niche, you really cannot expect a lot of better backlinks than these ones. So this is actually an extremely relevant backlink for Centric. Okay, then there is a backlink from Brit.co. You can see that all of these are 80 plus DR backlinks, and we have actually earned backlinks of DR 90 plus as well. Even do follow backlinks. Okay, so there is a backlink from Thrillist.com. There's a backlink from CMS Wire. We have earned backlinks for different websites from CMS Wire quite a few times actually. Okay, so these are some of the backlinks that I wanted to show you as just so you know what kind of backlinks can you earn. Obviously, we have been doing this for obviously, I mean, I think it's about 3+ years now, and we have a really good process. We have tested a lot of things. We are testing new things all the time. Just yesterday, a team member was mentioning how he sent 4 new pitches using a different strategy. 3 of them were with the new strategy, and one was with the more conventional way that we do HARO Outreach. And he saw that the 3 that he sent with the new strategy, they were opened much sooner. Okay, and speaking of how do we find out when the journalists open our email or when they have clicked on it and all that. Obviously, there some of you might know that there is email tracking, but we actually go one step ahead, and we do something else with one of the email tracking softwares called Boomerang, which basically helps us predict what are the chances of our email getting a response. Okay. Anyway, I think I'm digressing a bit here, so my apologies for that. But like I said, with HARO Outreach, you are answering journalist queries via the HARO platform. With conventional outreach, you are contacting websites directly. Anchor text selection is not possible in case of HARO Outreach, but you will be getting a lot of medium to high domain rating backlinks. In case of conventional outreach, I would say it's usually, I mean, you can definitely select anchor text in, I would say, 90% of the cases, but these would usually be medium, low to medium domain rate websites. Okay, so high, sorry, in case of HARO, it's medium to high domain rating websites, and in case of conventional, it's low to medium DR websites. But then again, in case of HARO, these are mostly homepage backlinks, and in case of conventional outreach, it's mostly going to be inner page backlinks. Okay, so a lot of our clients, they do want homepage backlinks as well, because I guess according to at least some experts, that means that you have a more natural link portfolio, and that's considered more safer and all that. But if you are someone who wants more inner page backlinks, then definitely you want to do more of the conventional outreach. Okay. All right. Relevancy, in case of HARO, it's I would say that it's low to medium, the relevancy bit. Okay, so just look at like Richard Branson. Okay, so you see him I don't know, cycling and working out, and mentioning how family is important to him, and a lot of other things, right? And he is a billionaire, which I guess the last time I checked, he has built like $8+ billion companies in 8 different industries. Okay, so the goal here is that we help you be seen more than what you are selling. Okay, so we want to show you as someone who has a multifaceted personality, rather than someone who is just focused on selling your own thing. I'm not saying selling is bad. I'm not saying you should not be selling. I'm not saying that you should not be focusing on that. What I'm saying is that people like to do business with people. They want to trust people. They want to see that if there is a brand, there are real human beings behind it, and they have different values. They want to see, okay, what kind of a culture they have, what are their hiring strategies, what are they doing for productivity, how have they managed to fight the pandemic based recession and whatnot. So you want to show all of these different angles of your company brand and your personal brand. And that means that you don't really have to care too much about relevancy in case of HARO Outreach, because on one hand it helps your brand. I think it helps your conversions as well, although I don't have any data to back that up, to be honest. It's just what I feel, what my gut feeling is. But if you want more relevancy, if you want more relevant backlinks, if you are an auto care company and you want backlinks from car enthusiasts, and you want backlinks from, let's say, travel blogs and whatnot, then I totally understand that. And in that case, you have to focus more on conventional outreach. Okay, because the relevancy in that case would be much higher. Okay, Timescale again, with HARO, while you will be able to earn those high authority backlinks that I mentioned, DR 80 plus, DR 90 plus, DR 70 plus. But the time scale can actually be much longer. For a lot of the sites, I mean, you can have the initial backlinks coming in. If you are sending, let's say, 30 pitches every week or something, you can have the initial backlinks coming in from pretty much the first week or something, I would say, dependent on how well you do it and so on. But typically you should expect to earn backlinks within 3 months. Okay, so at least some of the backlinks, especially the more higher authority backlinks, you may have to wait 1 month, 2 month, 3 months, or even longer. Okay, the reason being that these large publications, they get a lot of pitches. Maybe they work under a tight schedule. They may be publishing not even dozens, but hundreds of stories every week or something. They may have a content calendar, and they have to stick to that. So that's why the time scale here is much longer. The worst case scenario here can be that I had this really nice journalist reach out to me after she saw my HARO pitch, and she asked me a few questions, and I answered those, and she probably reached out to me once more for the same story, and then the link was just not coming in. Although she did say that she will be mentioning me, but the article was not getting published. It was not there. I would keep on checking 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, and I'm not really sure, but I think it took like a longer than 1 year for that article to get published. But you know what? It got published in Harvard Business Review. It is a publication that I want to write for someday. So I am really proud of the fact that I got mentioned there in Harvard Business Review. Okay, because I can use that as a stepping stone to get published as a columnist in Harvard Business Review, to get featured in other publications, to convince other publications to grant me backlinks, or a guest column and whatnot, so it's all part of a process, right? It's outreach. It's not pay to play. We are not bribing someone. We are not paying someone. We are doing genuine, actual, natural, legitimate outreach here. Okay, so this is how this works. um, with conventional outreach, the time scale is much shorter. You will start seeing backlinks from probably the first week. Again, it depends on your budget and whatnot as well, how much effort you are putting in. But it's very easy to see those backlinks coming in pretty soon. Okay, now in terms of pricing, what we do is that we have tiers. So um, um, they are based on domain rating or DR, which is basically a third party metric from Ahrefs. And so for a backlink of DR 1 to 10, which is a smaller site, or you could say a more newer site, or a site with smaller SEO presence, I guess, in that case, the price is lower, much lower. Okay, but obviously if it's a backlink with a DR of 90 or 95 or something, then obviously the price is higher. Okay, so we charge prices for both on this tiered based pricing model, which uses the DR. If you want to work with us, if you want us to start working with you, in case of HARO Outreach, we would definitely need your persona, as in your bio, your headshots, ideally in 200 by 200 resolution, but also some high resolution pictures as well, because that can help in case of larger publications. Some story hooks, as in something which really attracts that target publication. It may be a rags to riches story. It may be it may be a hero story where you are struggling with something, and then you overcome your challenges, and you became more successful and whatnot. We may also need to know if we can use our own personas, where we will act as your representatives. We need your permission on that as well, and we need your understanding that we will be doing that. In case of conventional outreach, obviously you can provide us some anchor text. You can provide us the DR range, like what DR do you excuse me, what DR range do you want backlinks from? Like, I don't know, 30 to 50, or whatnot. And you should also let us know some inner informational page URLs. I mean, you can share some promotional pages as well, like your sales page and whatnot. But you should know that there are better ways to boost the keyword rankings and traffic of those promotional pages. Okay, so what we do is that we earn backlinks for your informational page, and once that page's UR or URL rating has increased, once we have boosted that, what we do is that we require you to link from that page to the promotional pages. Okay, so that is how you can leverage these two different strategies. Okay, let me know if you have any questions, and I would be happy to respond back to you. Ideally, if you want to know which strategy is best for you, again, it really depends on what your current state is, what the current state of your website is and whatnot, and what your you know goals are and whatnot. But usually, if you are using both these strategies concurrently, then you can obviously reap more benefits, in my opinion. Okay, if you are a new website, I would definitely say spend more time on HARO Outreach. Invest much more in that. We recently worked with a client who, when they started working with us in about May or June, Their domain rating was about 10 or 12. Okay, so they're a Texas based company, and their domain rating was 10 or 12. After we earned them a bunch of HARO backlinks, their domain rating basically reached about 38 by the end of August. So, May, June, July, August. So that's about, because I think we worked in like middle of the month, sorry, middle of May or something, we started working. So I think that, in about just like 3 or 3.5 months, their domain rating went from 12 to 38, right? So if you're a new company, I would say that definitely work more with HARO Outreach, I guess. If you have been in business for a while, if you are getting some decent traffic, and you do have a lot of these um, homepage backlinks with branded anchor text and whatnot, then I would say that you should definitely work more on conventional outreach. Okay. So yeah, I think this helps. That's it for this episode of the SIA Business Podcast. And do let us know if this video was helpful, or if it was not helpful. We would love to have your feedback, because it helps us to improve. And I'll speak to you in the next episode of the SIA Business Podcast. Take care.